Meatballs. This is my second favorite recipe right after broiled broccoli. So, the meatballs have to be made with grass-fed beef. And I'm trying a new brand, Buxton's Meat Company. So we'll see how they taste. It's amazing how different farms taste from others. But I found a couple good ones, and it's phenomenal how different grass-fed beef tastes from regular beef or even organic beef. So it's got to be grass-fed beef to be extra yummy and extra good for you, because the grass-fed beef has the CLA, the type of fat that burns fat off your body. So I was soaking these because I was thawing them out. They come frozen. It's easiest to buy 1 pound packs and then soak them in warm water to thaw them out the quickest. So now they're all thawed, and now I'm going to put them in the bowl. And this is my big, huge wooden bowl that I mix everything in. I'm using 7 pounds for this. I always use 7 pounds. The recipe calls for 4 pounds, but I go through this stuff really fast, so I use 7 instead of 4. Big, huge bowl. And so now with scissors, I'm going to cut these open, put them in the bowl, and I'll save you the time of watching me do that. And then after it's all in, then we'll come back for the next step. Okay, so meat is in the bowl, and if you're a vegan, avert your eyes. You will be offended, but I'm a carnivore. I am a T-Rex, and this is beautiful to me. This is the succulent and all yummy goodness I could ever imagine is right here in this bowl. So now that we got that ready, we are going to chop up the onions and the bell peppers. The reason that I use red bell peppers is red bell peppers have the most vitamin C, and the reason the bell peppers are in the recipe is because it moistens everything up and makes it chewier and more succulent. So the onions, you only have to chop up so much just to get it started for the food processor. This is a Cuisinart that I've got here. And I just lost a piece on the floor, but I know my schnauzer's not going to get that because they do not like onions. They like broiled broccoli. And they certainly like the finished product of this meatball recipe. So they are waiting with bated breath for me to finish this up so they can have some. So we get onions in there, we get bell peppers in there. I cut off the end of the bell pepper, and then I cut some rings down. One of those rings is going to have the guts. So you pop the guts out, get rid of the middle of those rings. The top can always be trimmed. You can use that part except for the stem, the middle of it. Throw that away. Same thing with the bell peppers, just chopped up to reasonable sizes for the food processor. I haven't yet cut my fingers, so I don't know if that's luck or if that's skill, but I'm going to say it's skill. And let's go one more bell pepper. So we got an onion and a half in there, and I'll have 2 bell peppers in there. This one's actually kind of orange, not as ripe as the other one, but that's okay. Or maybe an orange bell pepper got caught in the red bell pepper section. That could be too. Okay, almost chopped up. Then when we turn on the food processor, it's going to start to liquefy it. Let that run for a little while. And then I'm going to start putting the spices in there. The reason that I do that isn't to chop the spices up, it's to mix them in. So I don't have to mix them in by hand later. It ends up just being kind of a soup kind of consistency. So we're going to let that run for a little bit. And and then we'll pick up when I start to add some of those spices.